Hey folks, Dave the Not So Evil Viking 13 here, and welcome to the alpha release of my first Fallout 4 mod. I've been in the middle of a crash course with the Fallout 4 engine and the creation kit for the last 2.5 weeks. I've put a pretty wild amount of hours into this project over those 2 weeks, but all of that has thankfully led to this alpha release just in time for the NVIDIA contest. For those of you that saw my custom castle build on YouTube, this is actually not that build. It's inspired by it, but it is a complete reconstruction using the creation kit from scratch in 14 days. Before I go into a bit of the backstory for the concept for this mod, let's quickly go over the base features. First of all, this mod comes with more than 20 custom placeable objects, as well as some new placeable objects from the base game. These include decorative cannons and propaganda banners and flags to help raise the morale of your own personal Minutemen faction in your game. Besides all of these new placeable objects, this mod also features a completely redesigned Fort Independence, featuring a grand entranceway, the General's personal quarters, the Grand Minutemen Conference Room, holding cells, a military barracks formerly used by the National Guard, a revamped National Guard radio tower, now broadcasting, of course, Radio Freedom, a memorial courtyard, a full cafeteria, a parade field, a bar, lounge areas, a workers' check-in desk at the back entrance, full decorations on the entire castle walls, including decorative bunting, defenses on turret platforms across the entire castle, which can be modified by the player, restored castle walls to help keep all of the raiders and mutants out, and a redesign of the castle walls inspired by real-world Fort Ticonderoga, with some additional battlements and earthen fortifications on top of the main wall. And at the back of the castle, the Minutemen have built a rickety watchtower to watch to the south. As I continue to make improvements and updates to this mod, I am planning on releasing versions both on the Nexus here on PC, as well as on consoles. But again, there is some development that has to take place to get all that accomplished, and also some bugs that need squashing first. Either way, keep an eye out. To give the Minutemen a capital deserving of how at least my version of their faction is slowly but surely taking over the entire Commonwealth, I imagined Fort Independence as an American history museum that was built up by the authorities in Boston as essentially a tourist trap, and once they kicked the National Guard with their small radio tower and barracks out, they built a grand entrance, they rebuilt the walls, and then they used the interior of the castle to host various museum displays, as well as a snack bar. With this bit of backstory in place, I then worked on turning the entire castle into a grand propaganda center for the Minutemen, where not only does Radio Freedom broadcast, but all of the signs, banners, and flags let the people of the Commonwealth know that the Minutemen are back, and under the leadership of the General, they are here to stay. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to roll some footage for you guys so you can see what the current design looks like, but let me go ahead and explain how to install this and how to use it in its current alpha form for the NVIDIA contest. Before installing this mod, make sure that you go to your own version of the castle settlement and remove any additional objects that you have built, otherwise they will collide with the changes that I have made. This mod is also designed to be used after you have unlocked the castle settlement, as well as the Old Guns side quest to unlock the castle's armory. This has not been tested with the quest that you do to unlock the castle itself, where you have to go back and actually fight to retake it from its current mutant occupiers. So, that is not supported. Make sure you guys have it already unlocked before installing the mod, and like I said, clean out all of your current settlement stuff that's there if you want to try this out. Additionally, there are a handful of known errors with this alpha. I will be improving this mod on my own, and once the NVIDIA contest is over, you guys can expect to see updates to help correct some of these issues. But for now, it is perfectly functional, and you can explore it and decorate it and customize it in the meantime. Some of these known issues include: there is most likely going to be an FPS drop due to the extreme amount of detail in this current version of the build. In the future, I may split a couple of the interior rooms off into their own individual cells where you will actually have to go through a brief load screen to get to them. That will increase performance, but for now, everything is actually in the castle itself. You can just walk right in, so there might be a bit of an FPS drop. Furthermore, due to a bug with the current version of the creation kit, navigation meshing is basically broken for the castle. This is very unfortunate because I spent probably, I'd say, 8 or 9 hours doing all of the custom navigation meshing for the castle for all of the changes that I had made. And in theory, this would let all of your NPCs and settlers be able to walk around all of the new catwalks and towers and wall sections and all that stuff. And it worked okay for your followers. They followed all the new paths just great. But unfortunately, there is now a glitch where all of the settlers will congregate in the center of the settlement. Or, alternatively, they might just get stuck on walls. I've done my best to try and fix this, and like I said, this is a known bug with the creation kit, and it looks like for now there is no solution. But again, I am not finished with this mod, and I'll be going back as the creation kit gets updates, and I'll be seeing if I can improve that and make this a fully functional settlement once again. But for now, you can build and customize it to your heart's content. Just expect your settlers to be a bit wonky as far as the pathfinding is concerned. If you guys do find additional issues, be sure to let me know. You can email them to me, or just post them onto the Bethesda.net mod page, and I'll be sure to keep a lookout for bugs as I continue to work on and improve this. And speaking of future improvements, I am planning on console versions of this mod, but as performance is already dropping on the PC version, they'll have to wait until I split off those interior rooms into their own separate cells and do a bit of cleanup to help with the FPS drops. Well guys, that should be all the disclaimers for now. You're welcome to download it and try it out. And don't forget, once the NVIDIA modding contest voting begins, there will be a stage of public voting. So if you enjoy the mod and want to see it improve in the future, be sure to vote and support me in the contest. It would be greatly appreciated, especially given the crazy amount of time I've put into this over the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of no sleep nights, all-nighters, and long days and long nights and very long weekends. But I will say that I did have a lot of fun designing it, and it's really cool to finally be able to share one of my custom settlements with you guys, even if I did have to completely rebuild it from scratch. If you guys are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe for more content like this, as well as updates in the future. And if you enjoyed the video, a like is always appreciated. For now, I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of a montage of what the castle looks like in its current form. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.